Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Transport Fever on the North Atlantic map. You join me just to the south of Rome, so we're in the southeast part of Italy, where my brand new wood hauling ship has just dropped off nothing, while the equally brand new wood collecting and distributing train has just collected nothing. Why? I hear you ask, have I invested so much money in an entire episode of play into a network that currently does nothing at all? And that's because we're working on quite the exotic industry manufacturing. There we go. I almost entirely lost the thread of my thought there, but I somehow recovered it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to run the intro while I recover the rest of it, and then we will get underway. That's right, friends, we turn our attention to Paris, or the outskirts thereof, and this rather magnificent goods distribution centre, which currently is woefully underused. We get a drop off from Hamburg once in a while. But the whole point of this station being here is to turn lumber into planks. Nice soaring effect there. And then it also exists to turn iron and coal into steel. Oh yeah. And then those products, those two products, will be transported dramatically up here to just I guess north of Nantes to become goods. Those goods then will be ferried. Some will possibly head back to Paris itself. The others will find themselves in no short order in the distribution centre. And that will be that. And we'll make an unholy amount of money. In order to get to that stage, of course, we've got to ship iron from Nantes all the way down here, and we've got to ship coal in from the UK, which will come. Oh no, where is it going to go? It's going to come off. It's going to do a really weird wiggle. Please hold. I don't think this wiggle's necessary. I think this wiggle is an affectation at best. I think we can make this look a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more organised. If we come down here, don't wiggle. Just go. Look, there'll be a. Can I make this any shorter? Because I don't want to wreck that junction. Alright, what about that? Okay, well we can try this, but I think I've just wrecked that junction. Hold on. I'll tell you what, since I'm fixing this now, we'll start here. Does that look like it's worked? It does to me. That has worked. Good. Right, now we just need the other one to do the same thing. Okay, is that too much to ask though? Oh, it feels like it's too much to ask, doesn't it? Go on, get on there. Any way you like. I might have to use the wiggle to get this one to work. Because I can't. Yeah, see, that's like, you know, 1 pixel difference. And that, however, that looks good. We'll take that. Yeah. No. Grab the end of it. Grab the, connect up to the end of it. Yeah, that's still good. Now it's got a bit of a slowdown on it, but I'm okay with that because it's not going to be going that fast in the first place. Hold on. Can I just get rid of this bit? Yes, I can. Okay, now, what if I were to come down this way like that? Then onto there. There you go. Never let perfectionism slow your games down. You know, I could have been underway, but I'm not. Instead, I'm the other thing. Right. I think this is going to Berlin. I'm not 100% certain of it, so I'm going to put blocking signals on there to Yeah, I think that is going to Berlin. Or no, I don't know. It could be going anywhere. Right. First stop. Let's do the coal. Let's get that rolling. And then we'll go from there. We'll do the coal, and then we'll do the iron. So coal is coming from here. Right, where's the station? And does the station actually give me a new line and then close all that down? There's my coal. Here's the station. Oh, okay, cool. There, like that. Right. Okay, so from here. Now I'm gonna need to do some signaling. I'm gonna need to do some priority shifting in order to get this to function in the slightest. However, what do we got happening here? If I do that, right, well, you've pulled the maneuver as prescribed. Although you're staying on the same side throughout, which in this scenario actually might not be a great plan, because I'll probably try and pull multiple trains down each line. So if we stick that on there like that, and then we do... No, hold on, this is high risk, this is high... You know you're going to be bringing some very long trains down here. Make it, get it further away. Arguably that's too far away. About there, alright? Some kind of compromise is in order. Alright, then like that. Okay, good. Right, now stick a waypoint on that one so that we know that this is London. Or rather, we can call this coal, actually. That will probably do the job. Now, I may even... hold on, coal. Let's go PAR, coal. Alright. I'm even going to, just to belt and braces this setup, add it as a stop on the lap. So that so we don't end up blocking. Right, now let's check along the rest of the route. Make sure I don't need to be doing anything else that could be construed as clever. Signals though. Signals, definitely. We want a signal here. And we'll have one there. And we'll have one here. Yes, okay. Right, smashing. Okay, so we've got... So this is going to share a line with this kind of mixed consist that we've got running up, making a delivery. So we'll stick a signal there, and we'll stick a signal here. And then we've got two sets of signals. This one, however, is not going to be helpful. So we'll move it up some. Wouldn't be helpful because it would just block stuff needlessly. Alright, then we get around the corner, you come here, you do this weird mergy track effort, which is fine. You've got queuing space. That should work. Fine. Okay, so this is going to be Lan Coal. Let's get a train on there now. Which depot are you happiest coming from? I suspect. Well, it could be any of them, really, couldn't it? But we'll go for line 1. Locomotives. Now I could continue. No, I'm not going to use the tried and tested big European number for this. I'm going to run a double-headed British rail kind of deal. You want a hopper type effort. 13 is that's quite obviously German, or it could be Austrian, or it could be something else entirely. Swiss. There you are. That's the other thing it could be. Or we could go for this open wagon. Wagon versus car. Right. 13 or 18. 13. Let's take these open wagons. Stuff it. Let's go with that. All right. Give me so many of these that it makes your eyes water, please. 377. Half a mile of train. Perfect. Go. London, whatever it is. Coal. Thank you. London coal. I didn't even look how fast the top speed of those wagons. We'd better go and have a look at that. Because I could have made... That could be a heinous error on my part. What do we go with? These ones. 160. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. But, you know, top marks for actually spotting that you might have screwed it up. That makes a change. These look too big. They'll do. They're okay. They are quite big though, aren't they? Anyway, this is quite the train, and I anticipate that at some point today, maybe even already, I will try and get a train going that absolutely wrecks the rest of the network. This is I mean, that's it's still going. We're not done with it yet. This reminds me of a jaunt I did recently where I rode on the back of a coal truck going the wrong way for an hour. Are we there yet? No, still not there. At this rate, he's going to be leaving Hamburg before the train has actually left the depot. But, you know, 414 is my lucky number for the amount of goods I want to be hauling. Well, okay, it's a lot. I am slightly curious as to what sort of speed these chaps will get up to, so I'm going to leave that open, and we'll let that get on with its mission. Meanwhile, let's do the same thing with iron ore. Right. So here we go. This is already hooked up. I love the fact I've already hooked this up. And then it's going to run down the outside of here. It should be uncontested while doing... No, it's not going to be uncontested all the way, though, is it? Okie doke. So let's signal up. And then another one out here. Yeah. And then another one here. Actually, that one can go up a little further. And then we'll stick one on there. Now, I don't have a release signal on there, and that might cause me trouble. If you still don't believe in release signals, shame on you. There we go. We'll stick one there and see where we get on. Let's put another set in place. Right, what is this getting up to? That's now 88 kilometers an hour, and if I understand correctly, the new update to the game introduced the notion of loaded and unloaded weight, or you know, a loaded speed, which I don't think the train that we're looking at is going to be too ashamed to say he is going to be somewhat. Not that the train is necessarily male, you understand, but yeah. Look, we're not going to set any time trial records right there. I'm actually pretty desperate to ride along with it, but I want to get the ore train going as well. Right, we're in position. Let's set that up, and then we'll worry about signalling afterwards. Now, this one I think is actually going to come in on the same line. So there you go, it's Paris Freight, round 2. Round 2. Well, that's because you paused. There we are. Right. So this is going to be. I think we went with NNT. Not copper, iron. There we are. Right. Let us have a look at the routing it has selected for itself. So far, everything is as it should be. Alice, indeed, in ordnung. We come around here. There's the shared track. It's coming on second. See, look, clever game. Thank you. Clever game marking its approval there. Right, so this is going to be PAR iron. Right, okay, so once again I'm going to add this to the route so that it's on the right platform. That way, at the very least, we shouldn't have the coal train and the iron train kind of blocking each other. Now, after this point, we then need to send a train out fully loaded with everything we do out here. Now, the only two platforms I've currently got that can do that are the two that I've been fiddling with. So I think, and this is going to be tricky, isn't it? Well, it's not going to be tricky, it's going to be messy. So what we're going to want to do here, brace yourselves, is pull that over there, maybe as far as here even. What sort of speed can we get there? Pretty respectable as it happens. Okay. Do a bit of that, and then do a bit of this. Alright. Actually, we could leave that dedicated. Leaving that dedicated would be fine. But what it doesn't currently have is the ability to come back on the other line, which we desperately do need. Or do we? Hold on. What are you actually thinking? You're going to go and pick up steel, right? And then once you've done that, you're going to come back. So yes, it does need to hit the other line as well. Right. So we'll do something like no, we can make that more attractive, I'm sure. It's better. Keep the speed up. Like that. There we go. Right, so this is going to be a dedicated line just for the production of steel. Right, so let's get the signal on there. Oh, yeah, and you know this is where we're going to start. No. This is taking steel and lumber, right? Taking steel and lumber out to Nantes. Right, so this is steel, lumber, because obviously the manufacture of lumber and the manufacture of steel is being done right here in Paris. All right, there we go. We've actually got coal being delivered. I'm not 100% certain why, but you know that it's being delivered is a nice thing. But if I don't get a wriggle on and get everything else working as well, pretty soon that's going to stop delivering, and then we're going to have to try and rebuild from the ground up. So, next job, copper. Copper? What are you talking about? Iron. Get the iron train running. Locomotors. Now, for this one, I will use the tried and tested Class 185. Although I'm tempted. You know what? I am. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this Norwegian EI8. No, am I? No, I'm going to use the other one. I'm going to use the Class 185. All right, be quiet. That's a 2,240. Just for variety, it's tempting to use the 246, but the 185 is very, very similar. I'm sure that there will be those amongst you who know the... I'm over it. We're going to double head it, and we'll use that instead. Right, you are picking up whatever that is you're picking up. Iron is what you're picking up, and we will use hoppers for this. 13, 13, 13. Well, we'll use the modern equivalent, and then we will go with, I think you'll all know what the number's going to be. 390. 390 feels good. You're waiting for a free path. You might be waiting a long time. Right. And then you are going on NNT iron. Now, all of this was planned, right? I had this intention from the very start of setting this up. I might not have known where the individual stations were that I was going to use, but this was the scheme as I intended it. So we're going to find out fairly soon just how unworkable this scheme actually is. Let's get that up there. Right. So now we will be bringing in the materials to make steel. We will be bringing in the materials to make planks, which means the missing piece of the puzzle here is going to be our next contestant, which is going to go from here out through this one, and then no, not that one, and then that one. I mean, the worst thing that will happen is that I will need additional track laying in order to alleviate congestion. I'm fairly comfortable with that. Yeah, I'm less comfortable with this. However, we're going to need a set of points there. No, that's a waypoint. Close, but a total absence of cigar. There we go. Right. Now you're talking. I think I've got a signal there already. I have. So the likelihood of failure here is large. This is what are we talking here? This is NNT goods. Now this is going to need to carry both steel and lumber, and either come back with goods, or I'm going to need a separate train that comes back with goods. I think you see why this is going to be a problem. Right, so locomotives, because there's no such thing as a one of these that carries everything. So it's definitely going to be one of these, because this is the best goods loco we've got for Europe at the moment. And then wagon-wise... Right, what can you carry? You can carry goods. And nothing else. Perfect. You chaps can carry planks and steel. So we could do 50-50, right? We could do 50% of each. So let's do... Is that going to work? Yeah, it should do. So we could do 180 there, and then another 180 of the ability to bring stuff back. Okay. That's 195. That's not 180. You click too many times. Get rid of one of them, because it's never going to make that much. So get rid of that. 182 versus 180. There'll always be a little bit of space. That's fine. Right, NNT goods, off you go. NNT goods. Right, let's colour that one in. Let's make it a good, robust... I mean, the train's blue already. Let's make it blue. There we are. Alright, next. Yeah, because we're not done. Oh, no. No, we are not done. Now, there's the likelihood is that I will need a second NNT goods on there, particularly if these two heavy hitters are bringing in the volume of goods that they, they're capable of. Right, for my next trick, we're going to want a shuttle to bring goods out to the distribution network. And from there, I'm pretty certain that the logic from the game will offer up some suggestions for places that might want it. Now, because we're already shipping food, these use the same kind of box, which is helpful because it will mean that I don't have to run further consist mixes on here. Right, there we are. Now, Paris waypoint 1. The only thing I don't know is where's the Paris drop-off going. Give me this. It's the pink line. Okay, pink line is moving. Pink line, you're going in here. Hold on a moment. Let me help you with that. Stick a waypoint on there. So this is going to be Hamburg, and this will pick up some as well. And that's worth remembering. This will also pick up some goods to take back to Hamburg. So this will be what? This will be Paris bulk mixed. So, I mean, that should be Paris mixed bulk, if I'm honest. Right, trains, please, and then whatever this pink line is, which I'm sure should be called Paris. There we are, goods bulk. We're going to need a some kind of a set of points. Yes, we're going to need a set of points at both ends. I'm not sold on that being a perfect idea. Actually, we only need one set of points. It only has to cross over once, and then it can just stay put. So if we do that, that's crazy. Don't crash, please. Yep. If we do that, okay, yeah, that's kind of half what I wanted. Why are you waiting? Stop waiting. Whoever told you to wait until full was a fool. Just get on with it, all right? Don't hang around. You've got a good chunk of stuff on there. Now, do I want to keep it doing that? Actually, that's not a bad way to go. I mean, it's ridiculous to switch at the last minute, but it does mean it has got a dedicated platform, so I am cool with that. Right, so this orange line here, we go from Paris Freight Station, Paris Waypoint 1, and then we head up to the helps if you press the right button, Presto Changeo action station. Right, let's check. The goal being nobody shares anything. And we appear to have selected that goal correctly. Right, so this will be, I have no idea, Hamburg goods bulk. Now, if I've nailed this, and you know that's not certain, friends. Then we should see goods, once they come back here, also being shipped back to the US by plane. Right? Your guess is as good as mine, but, you know, there we are. Right, so that's the only train I need to put into service, I think. Let's take it. I'll be quiet about changing trains up. We're going to go back to the US before too long, and then we'll get them sorted out. Don't you worry. Right. We'll use one of these, and we'll make this one relatively short because it's actually only got a short run to make in a depot. Yeah, that's nice. Where's the thing that lets me add more stuff to it? There it is. Right, wagons, boxcars only. We'll go with these chaps here, unless there's anyone else who wants the job. Nope, you'll do. Right. In fact, I don't want to use that. Be gone. I want to use one of these underused diesels instead, which has possibly got lower running costs as well. So goods is always what we're all about here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the? How was that take me up to? 5. Well, that's quite easy. That's 65, right? 65, 78, 88, 91. 104, 117. One more should do the trick. 130. Good bulk. Alright. Okay, let's run that as well. And hopefully things will be sunny. Right, let's go over here because it looks like everything's happening. I mean, we've got a massive amount of action going on here. Well, this is rather fantastic, isn't it? I mean, they're doing the same. Oh no! Oh, we've got to turn a speed. He's going for the lead. Oh no, we're not doing motorsport. This is things with trains. It's not a race. And he's got to wait for that to cross. Oh, that's awesome. To you, it might seem like a massive inconvenience. To me, that's fantastic. All right, you get through there. You're on the wrong track. What is that? That's London Coal. On the wrong track. Yeah, you were on the wrong track. Yo. Track wrong. Maybe it's his first time out. No, he's on the wrong track, look. He's definitely on the wrong track, and he's going to cause this to flip and break, although I suspect that is now waiting. Probably indefinite. That's waiting. I'd love to have a signal override as well, you know. Hold on, what's going on here? There's no use honking, son. Okay, no, that one's okay. Right, that should at least release this chap here. Come on, chap, be released. There you go. And then we've got another train coming up the middle. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured was going on. And hopefully this will show the wherewithal to actually get on the right track going back in the opposite direction. Have we even got any coal waiting? 21. That's some coal. Alright, good. Doesn't have to make a racket though, doesn't it? There we go. This is there's the glorious Intercity 125, the HST, the train of the future from the 1980s. It might not be, you know, the fastest thing still in service, but anybody who says it's anything other than a marvel of train engineering is completely wrong and imbecile. That should do the trick. Okay, right, with that dropping off and then turning around, I mean, it's like 2 times the length of the platform. I love it. Pickup is very slow. I possibly ought to start thinking in the sense of, you know, the fast line and the fast line and the slow line for kind of future development. He's been waiting there ever so patiently. I mean, timing and priorities, the ability to prioritize one service over another would also be incredibly valuable. But, you know, if I can make this work somehow, even with a bit of queuing, I'll be very happy. Wallop. So, almost 2 cars full. Well worth it. Totally, totally worth it. Totally worth every single penny of investment. Yep. Not at all wasteful. No, no, no. No, quite the opposite. That's genius level spending right there. Now, I don't know if this coal train, which is long enough to span the entire English Channel, is going to be blocking anything else. Let's go and have a look what else is going on. Right, what are you, and where are you going? This is Paris Goods Bulk. Well, it's mixed consist bulk, strictly speaking, but that's okay, and it's returning. Okay. This was the lumber train just arriving. Okay. It appears we have some lumber in stock here. This is good. Production of 10. Excellent. I'm going to get rich off that. And have we got anything waiting at this station at all? No, we surely don't. So it's going to start... No, wait. We surely do. What are you? We've got 11 steel, 10 planks waiting to go to NNT Goods, which is where they should be going. And when it gets there, it will come back with actual goods. And then we can make some actual money out of this fandango. So here comes NNT Goods now. It's coming back with what? It's coming back with some goods. Oh, well, that changes everything. Yeah, I don't know why this chap's hanging around. He's not. There you go. Very astute. Okay, that will do. That will wrap it up. Obviously, this one's going to take a little while before we start delivering in the kind of quantities necessary to get that going. But as you know, as stated from the get-go, if this pays off, it should double up on several routes, financial propositions. What are you waiting for? Oh, you're not. You're still unloading and then figuring out how to turn around. All right, we can wait for that. There we are. It's good. Look, there's the stuff. There's the stuff they're going to make the things with. And there is no way I'm going to be making enough of that. I'm going to need another train on there. At least one more train on there. And it's going to need to properly hustle to get the kind of quantities that we need to keep people happy. Anyway, you know, exciting and heady times for all of us, I think. But thank you very much for watching today. I want to finish off where we started all of this by just checking on the shipping. Actually, let's check on our original shipping that we've set up recently. What have you got waiting? Oh, yeah. I don't know why it's got crude oil and fuel. That strikes me as odd. What can you do with the crude oil? The crude oil can be picked up and taken to Port Nelson. Oh, that's fun. All right, I'll live with that. Meanwhile, what have we got going on here in Algeria? Well, it's not Algeria by this point. It's North Africa generally. I mean, we won't be talking what? Libya maybe. My geography lets me down there a little. Anyway, you're empty, but there's 23 waiting. Are you dropping off? You are dropping off. What are you carrying? 35. So it's, you know, things are moving, and they'll continue to do so. Right on camera. Let's do that. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Yeah, we will go and move on to other things while this new goods setup gets established, becomes a fearsome power of whatever it is. Chuck a like at this one if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you've not yet done so you don't miss out on the next thing. I'll be back very soon with a little more of the same. Catch you then. Cheerio.